not shoot this bug nest. Stay far away. Because most Fortnite players already know there are 3 types of bugs: the Swarmer, Bomber, and Queen. The Swarmer is practically harmless, doing only 3 damage per hit, and the Bomber is a bit more dangerous, doing 12 damage if it hits you with its acid bomb, but it has a secret ability which I found out about while playing solos. So I just finished a fight with 6 HP and was in the middle of nowhere. I had no heals, so I decided to shoot at a nest, hoping to rank up and get some from an OXR drop pod. But then I got shot at by someone behind me, and I turned around to check the hill, and then died out of nowhere. So I checked replay, and that's when I found out I got sniped from over 200 meters from an invisible bug. Do not shoot this bug nest.
Can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Davis looking to pass. Got a man, it's Roberts. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a... in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The RPO is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The give from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
Davis will throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Smith. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Using the quick game.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Going right to work up top. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Davis looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Appalachian State offense. To the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go right back to it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He, right now, is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. On the option. Now the toss. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Courtney. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, App State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're...
Intercepted and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Creates a little space, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick toss. Got a little space. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wilson to pass. Finds his man. It's Dozier. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver going in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Offense has stopped. Will be returned on down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the 2nd half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit. And if they miss, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football. But boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Tries to get it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense definitely, they want touchdowns. And you talk about being great on offense. It's executing in the red area, executing on 3rd down. They execute it really well. Now set up with high percentage. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Looking for the score! Touchdown, North Carolina! State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Kennesaw State went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Owls team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A busy day in CUSA and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dozier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, App State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Wilson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released. Pass, it's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it inside the 40. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Keith. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The option look. He'll pitch it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hamlin. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers have moved it inside the 20. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
Illegal forward pass. Off offense.
You can't do that. An illegal. Pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Offense in an empty set. He might want another play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. San Diego State showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. NC State quick to the line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Boston. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes it past the marker. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Using his legs, it's key. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.